Hi Capricorn, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading and we're outside today with the birds. Yeah, the beautiful birds and all their, little insects and whatever's out here, right? But the birds are singing in the back, they are. Let's get into this. It's a beautiful day here and I hope it is where you're at, right? And let's see what we have. The bottom of the deck is the flowers, Capricorn. And there's a note here, right? It usually says I love you, or maybe it says I'm sorry, but we're not sure about that yet. But the flowers is definitely about love. Interesting, it can be the Queen of Swords. There's the Queen of Spades down here. Somebody might be discerning, right, about this love. Excuse me, it is like an ending as well. It's a completion or a fulfillment because it's a number 9, the flowers. Let's see what we have here. We start with poverty. And we have the adjudication card. The adjudication is a decision. Here's the judge, right? He is adjudicating. Yes, he is. And so, and these two people are here. And it's a 3, so it's about manifesting something. But they're separate. They look like they are standing in front of the judge for a divorce, right? They're both listening to him, and they're not together there. The message of concern, which is an upsetting message. By and large, we have the occupation card. Could be about somebody you work with. Maybe this is about your occupation, but this is usually where somebody is consumed, very busy, or focusing. They're very preoccupied with this situation. Let's see what else we have. We have the man who loves somebody here. He's holding the rose. Could be a woman loving somebody too. Doesn't always have to be a man, right? No. Even though James Brown said it's a man's world. Remember that? Yeah, I think he mistreated women too. How dare he, right? And this is the 5 of Cups. Very interesting. It's reversed, right? It came out reversed. It's the tree of life right here. Some people might call this the tree of knowledge because if you've ever got a tree of life reading, which are super deep, you can get one with me if you'd like. Super deep, if you really want to know what your person is thinking, those are really good for that. Yeah, they are. Or how they're feeling, or it's really good. And but this tree of life, which is, the readings are based on the Kabbalah, super wisdom, super. But the tree of life is about healing. It's also about like understanding, like the psychology of life, right? Wisdom. That's what it is. And the birds are in the tree here, and here's the grid. This is the tree of life grid. Yeah, where kind of these cards are placed. Basically, there's many kind of there's a few different grids here, but with this rainbow going through it, this can be like healing, healing kind of by nature, healing from nature. This can be wisdom. Wisdom is nature, right? Yeah, it is based on nature. It's based on soul psychology, really, right? And what does a guru mean? It means, or a philosopher means lover of wisdom, right? And this is the 7 of Cups. Maybe a choice was made here. I feel like it was because we have judication, and that's a decision. So there's a decision made here. We start with poverty. Somebody might lose money in court here, but they could be feeling really shitty. That could be that too, right? And yeah, and so message of concern. Looks like somebody got a message here that like kind of broke their heart. Here she's kind of touching her heart here, like, and the look on her face is not happy, and she's reading this surprising message. It's also a 5, and that is a challenge. Somebody might have got served with divorce papers right here. OMG. And it could all be because somebody loves you, Capricorn, and they are so preoccupied with this whole situation. If they went to court, I get it, right? Or if, somebody was a decision maybe that was decided against somebody, like, hey, we're over because I'm so into Capricorn, so preoccupied with Capricorn. And here's the man next to the occupation card, and he is preoccupied. Yeah, he's kind of this cutie guy. He's young, right? And looks like a real guy with like integrity. You can't tell by looks, but hey, this is the Ace of Cups as well. Ace of Hearts. Yeah, it is a completion. It's a 28. And so he holds the rose and he's in contemplation right there next to the tree of life. Somebody has gained their wisdom in this reading. And there's a healing that comes with it. And so Capricorn, maybe you are healing, maybe you're healing a situation with somebody, or they you, right? Yeah, they with you. Let's get into the reading here. Today we have these these cards here. Yeah, so we got for you guys, Capricorn. It's so beautiful out here. It just is. Let's see what we have, you guys. Because it's not hot, right? Once it gets hot, you just have to leave. Yeah. That's how it is. Bottom of the deck, Capricorn, sits the Four of Pentacles reversed. This is a release of somebody. Or something. It can be somebody who doesn't have a lot of money. Financial stability. We have poverty next to the court here, next to adjudication. But I feel like somebody's being released here, and it's this woman who is kind of like, you know, she's reading this concerning message. It's worrisome, right? Concerning, right? Concerning is kind of, yeah, you can be concerned, but you could be worried, right? You could be, yeah. But she's not feeling good about this. It's a number 5. She's in her home, and, you know, she is reading that message, almost like a surprise text, or could be papers even, right? But somebody here is focused on you big time, Capricorn. And we start here with the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Cups, the 6 of Wands, the Sun card, the 2 of Wands, the King of Wands. So at the heart of the reading is the 2 of Wands. There was a crossroads here with this adjudication card. It's a decision. There was a crossroads, and somebody had to make some type of a decision. Here's the 9 of Pentacles, which kind of pops up in your reading a lot. And it can be about complete self-sufficiency, financial independence, right? Somebody who lives according to their values. Like, hey, I'm not going to, you know, work at this job when this is not, I don't believe in this, right? This is about somebody who lives according to their values. Yeah. And it can be about somebody who got a divorce, adjudication and poverty and the message of concern. Yeah, this poverty means you're feeling really lousy. Somebody was feeling lousy here who, I feel like, left somebody behind. Most likely. Not for everybody, but take what fits, right? Leave the rest out. But we have the Ace of Cups at the heart of the reading, and the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands it was a crossroads, right? So, but it's a choice. It's a decision. That's why we have adjudication. And we have the 6 of Wands here, Capricorn, sitting in the recent past. This is where somebody like recognized, I need to live according to my values. This is a recognition. He's being recognized. It's also like, I want victory, right? When you live according to your values, that is a victory. Right? I mean, that could be kind of equated to, hey, I wanted to do this in my life, and my whole family said, don't do that. And they were mad at me because I chose this career, or even I chose somebody that they didn't approve of. Well, it's like tough toenails, right? This is your life, right? So, you know, that could be going on in this reading. Where somebody realizes, I need to live according to my own values in order to have this new opportunity in love. Somebody loves you here big time, Capricorn. The man holds the rose here in contemplation, and here's the Ace of Cups. Now, right here in the heart of the matter sits this 2 of Wands right underneath the Ace of Cups, next to the Sun. This is a choice made with clarity here, a choice to be happy, a choice to feel like I'm succeeding in my life because I'm living according to my values. I'm living according to my choices, my own choices, right? Somebody could have upset somebody in this reading. Like, hey, well, I'm going to live my life. Sorry if you don't approve. Or sorry if you're hurt even, right? But not, you know, I don't think it's going to be, somebody was kind of, I feel like somebody, this poverty card can be a little regret, right? But it is about an ending. It's a 10. It's a 37. So, you know, And if somebody is ending something with somebody, they do feel sorry. Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm, what's that word, kind of shallow over here, or reading this, and I don't want to do that, right? Because somebody feels bad about some type of a decision, like really to leave somebody out. Yeah, that because they are so, caught up with you, Capricorn. This can be about somebody who thinks about you day and night and about this new beginning with you, and they go, well, okay, it's time for me to like make this decision to go be with Capricorn, and just set everything else in like second priority. That's what's going on in this reading, and it is a place of gaining wisdom because the tree of life is here. This brings like a psychological healing to somebody, but maybe even some type of physical, right? Because maybe there was anxiety here. There could have been prior, because this poverty card, this is kind of like the Ten of Swords, basically. Yeah, and here's the poor little chimney sweep, and this is true about I think the turn of the century, where these little kids were, they were orphans and they were sent to by these chicken shit people, right? A long time ago in Europe, sent to, clean the chimneys. And meanwhile, some of them died because of the toxins. Yeah, and how sad that is, right? But it's over, of course. But yeah, it was pretty bad that people actually did that to children. Um, but it's just signifying, right, that somebody felt really bad in this reading. They feel happy with this choice, but they felt like some regret because something gets decided against, right? Now, let's go ahead. That card just flew away. We're gonna let it fly for now. Let's see what we got, Capricorn. We have the Knight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So here's like these two threes down at the bottom. Threes are manifesting, right? Or collaborating, right? He wants to manifest what's in these ships out here in front of him, right? And these people are working together to really build something or manifesting. They're at the church, right? She's holding the plans, and here's the priest over here, squire, whatever they call him, and here is the other man who's carrying something, but they're all working together. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. So this Sun card, Capricorn, sits with the Nine of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Ace of Cups, all right here. And this is, I'm clear about what I want, definitely, and I'm doing it for my future. I'm doing it for my own happiness, as I've been saying, underneath the Nine of Pentacles. And here's a King of Wands. There may be an Aries, Leo, or Sag, but once again, this is about living according to values, right? I mean, in terms of living according to what I'm passionate about. That's what I mean by the values, right? Leo is, it can be about passion. It's about love. Right? It's the fifth house, represents the fifth house of love and self-expression. And that has to do with living according to your values, right? Living according to like your own needs, your self-expression, basically. And so also Sagittarius rules the ninth house of the ninth house. And so this is about spirituality and living according to what you're aligned with and what you really believe in. Like where your spirit feels really good, your philosophy, your values as well, in order to expand your life. And that's what somebody's doing here. This is like, I'm going to make my life much better here, right? And he's making this choice here, holding the globe. This might be somebody at a distance, right? And then getting back to Aries, Aries lives according to their passions. Aries says, well, yeah, I like that. I'm going to do that. And it's a cardinal sign. They just get going. Right? The Aries is the Fool and the Magician. So, let me create my own new beginning. And they get excited about it and they have courage to do it. Right? That is the archetype for Aries. So here this King of Wands is about, I want to live passionately. Right? Yeah, I want to live according to what inspires me. And in the heart of the matter, we get the Eight of Cups. Yeah, I said somebody, this message of concern is about somebody who gets a message that I don't want to see you again, or our relationship is over, something like that. I mean, there could be here somebody here who's a lawyer. There could be with the adjudication card, or somebody maybe who works in the courts. That's always a possibility, right? Somebody may sew. People still sew. Some people do, but this is really about, I'm so preoccupied with, I'm so into the occupation card, into this love, into the situation, and there's something very unfulfilling that is left behind here, and somebody realizes that. They have a recognition, the Six of Wands, that my life's not working the way I want it to work. I don't feel happy. So I need to move on. And I made this choice, right? Now, here we have the Three of Wands down here, Capricorn. And, the Three of Wands is at the heart of the reading. I say this because it's in the middle here. And this is choosing my future. It's also somebody's turning their back here, right? In order to manifest this with you, Capricorn, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles right here. We'll get another card. And what we have is the World card with it. So beautiful to have the World card here, because this is about maturity. It's about realizing that this is fate and destiny as well, this World card, because this person has become full circle, maturity and evolution. Evolution is fate and destiny, because it is. And sometimes it happens in our 50s or something like that, where you are evolving, and you come full circle in your own life, right? And you live happy. You close out cycles. You no longer have time for people who drain you, or negative people, or people who are so limiting with their ideals about the world. And those people, that's why we write the World card. Those people have to go in this type of a reading. Those people are like whoever it is, right? It could be also about a partner who no longer fulfills somebody. Eight of Cups is about fulfillment. It's really about a lack of fulfillment, and this man's moving on to find what does fulfill him. And we know that because here's the man holding the rose here, and he wants to be fulfilled, right? Because he's in love with somebody, right? And so I feel like this is you, Capricorn, or maybe this is you, kind of you as well, between you or them. The World card, it also talks about learning. As I said, when we talk about maturity, coming full circle, there's always learning, right? You don't gain anything in this world, not psychologically or emotionally, without learning, right? You might gain something physically, right? You might get an inheritance. Your husband could be rich or whatever, or you, right? But the World card is a very beautiful card, where somebody really reaches their best self. This is very North Node stuff, right? They reach their best self, and they leave the past behind. A past life, lesson from a past life. This can be about past life as well. She's naked here, and this is about her soul. Yeah, right? Beautiful reading, Capricorn. If you want to get a psychic reading with me, a tarot reading, a past life reading, lots of fun readings, you guys, check out the description box. Thank you so much for joining me here. Please like, share, and subscribe, because it does help me to keep bringing these forward. Thanks so much, guys.